we here, live in flesh, H-Town, Texas. Y'all, I know, y'all may not see that post in the corner, but it's there.
It's over there.
And we got the first female, the first star, the first cast member of Trial and Error in the building, Miss Jhay. God damn, man.
Thank you.
It's good. It's good to see you up here, man. You know, cause we got some stuff to talk about, and I definitely we at the status we can speak on it. You know what I mean?
Ready. I think I'm ready.
Man, she ready, y'all. She just talking in. She ready. You know what I'm saying? So let's start off like this. For the people that don't know too much about you or ain't fond of you.
Okay.
Where you from? What side of town or what neighborhood do you represent?
Okay, it's your girl, Miss Jhay. You know what I'm saying? All day. Straight from the 3rd Ward, Texas.
To South?
CUNY home.
Side CUNY. No. Oh, yeah.
No,
we're bricks.
I grew up in the CUNY homes, but I've been all over Houston, Texas, you know?
Right.
No, but for real though. 3rd Ward, all day. H-Town bound, Southeast side, South Park, Dead End. That's where I really grew up.
So it's just overstood you South Side.
Yeah, South Side.
Overstood. So shit, when did you come to the North Side?
When I was younger.
Or hold on, I said the question wrong. Are you on the North Side? Like when you like
No.
Okay.
No. What really made me maneuver to the North Side when I was younger, when we long story short, we moved to 790. And I ended up going to school out here, and then from middle school to high school and all that, and then just like all my friends just became on the North Side.
Right.
So that's just really the main reason why I just stuck to the North Side.
Okay, so what high schools did you attend? Or what high school did you attend?
Okay. I went to Cy-Fair, IYKYK, Davis, which I graduated from, Booker T. I went to Westbury, and then I also went to an academy, some church academy, but that was just horrible. But
wow,
I think that was all of them. My mama put me out at 14, so
at 14.
At 14, so I bounced around a lot, but I made it through. I graduated.
You know what?
On time.
But look, and we gonna take our hat off to that, man, because a lot of people, they give up when they move around, or especially when they in a situation like that at 14. Because at 14, you really don't know shit. You still young. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You think you grown.
Right. You think really so. Not. You know what I mean? But we gonna salute you. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you. So for the people that don't know, you model, right?
I do.
Okay. So on top of modeling, you do the acting. You know, I don't know which one came first, but I know you do the acting now. So let me ask you this. When you in school, did you take theater arts? Like, so far as you acting, like, how do you get into the acting part? Like, what?
It's always been a dream of mine. Singing, which I can't sing no more. My daddy always said, if you don't use it, you will lose it. And I lost it.
Oh, my.
Singing, model, acting, and dancing has always been my dream. So for acting, I guess for me it just comes naturally. I'm a goofball, and I always say I'm a comedian at heart.
Oh, that's a comedian at heart.
Jhay the comedian. But I'm a goofball, so I'm always doing something crazy. I'm always doing something silly. So, but I did take not necessarily acting class. I was in drama, and I was also in debate. So
debate. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think they do have that shit.
Yeah. So
because I saw. I don't remember debate, but I know that it was it was something that I
used to go at it, be like, nope, that ain't how it goes.
So therefore, you could have been a lawyer.
I could have been.
What? Let me find out.
You know, when I was younger, I used to always say I wanted to be either a dentist or a lawyer.
Or either or.
Either or.
Wow.
Either or. Because you can't win no argument.
Right. Okay. So
I'm gone.
Yeah, you gonna get to the end of it.
I'm gonna get it.
Well, check this out. So
I'm gonna have the last word regardless.
Right.
It could be a but I'm gonna have the last word.
That's how you feeling? Oh yeah. Well, check this out, man. In order to be a model, I think the number one thing is confidence. So where did your confidence come from? Like, what made you model? Like, how did you even stumble on it?
Buck Sanchez. Matthew Halton.
Okay.
I had very, very low self-esteem growing up.
Okay.
I was this dark-ass girl, bald-headed with no hair, this big-ass gap, and these big-ass titties.
Just like
I
that.
had double D's all my life. They are real. They are not fake. So stop asking me.
Y'all see that? You understand?
Real.
Look, she said it. Don't ask her no more.
Here.
You dig?
I said it first. But he used to, in 6th grade, he used to tell me all the time, like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous, you're so beautiful, you should be a model.
Mm-hmm.
You should be a model. And I actually booked my first runway with him. I booked my first photo shoot with him, and I've got my first publishment with him in a 4-page magazine, local magazine. And I've also got my first international magazine with him as well. But Buck, my favorite, that's my love. I love him so much.
You know what? That's crazy that you said that, because I could have well used them same lines in Trial and Error. So you see how
it was probably true.
That's crazy.
It was probably true. Because
hey,
we be going off the dome sometimes.
Right, and that show y'all, man, that we are authentic off the brain with it.
Yeah.
But you know what? That was actually something I wrote down. So, like I say, building the confidence up, being dark skinned. Like, first of all, let's say that. How old are you?
I just turned 30.
Okay, so you kind of grew up, in the 90s era, basically.
Yes, 91.
So growing up in the 90s, being black, chocolate, you say with the Gap. So basically, you just got no love. That's what you get into. Like, you was just.
I did not get it at all.
Wow.
And then my sister will always tell me, what's the word for chocolate? Then my auntie used to call me Blackie. I used to hate it. She called me, her and her friend used to call me Blackie. My sister would say, "You so almondy," or she would. I can't think of the name for the word black, but she used to call me Black all the time. And my sister's a light skin, so I'm just my mama light skin, so I'm just dark black.
So you just so
dusty looking girl.
So did that give you the tough edge around your heart type thing?
Oh, most definitely.
Most definitely, right?
Definitely.
Okay, well, check this out. So, on top of that, let's just put this for the record. Did your titties save you? Since you said you grew up with the titties, like, did they at least save you from
I was just known as the black girl with the gap and the big titties.
That's what I'm saying, but you would think that the titties would help, but I mean,
it's not like people didn't like me. I was very known. I was very popular.
Right, but the way you putting it is like they just gave you the roughest.
Oh, they did. They did. I guess I wouldn't necessarily say I was popular, but I guess my personality,
right?
Like, because you can call me black, and I'm about to roast on your ass too. Call me black, okay? And we finna go at it.
Right. So let me ask you something with this. Do you feel like being dark skinned in the entertainment business, do you feel like that works against you or for you? Is it like the same thing like growing up, or is it a flip?
You speaking like how I feel towards it?
Like I'm saying, like, by you being a model, you doing the acting is what I'm saying. Like, by you being dark skinned tone, like, do you feel like when you come against somebody that's light skinned, do you feel like it's
competition?
Yeah.
At this point in my life, no. I think what really made me switch, I did my very last runway, Rose something. My very last runway, and I wasn't the only dark skinned girl there, but just in conversation, like, I'm getting paid $50, but this girl, she's 12 years old, white girl, and she's getting paid $500. So I think that for me, that just like the conversation that was held within that day, that made me realize, like,
that's really sound like some old slave master type shit.
Exactly.
Like,
but you have to, like, that made me not want to do it no more, honestly. So that was the last runway that I ever did, because I'm like, why? When I'm going up against, they're going to always pick the light-skinned chick over the dark-skinned chick. But that experience made me really love who I was, because I'm like, I can't change. I'm not finna go bleach myself.
Of course. On top of all that, the modeling, on top of the modeling, let's break it down. When I met you kind of as a model, and I know you have I'm not sure if it's a brand or a company, it's called Skydale's.
Yes, sir.
Okay, explain that to the people. What exactly is that?
Skydale's Corner, first of all, those are my kids' middle name.
Okay.
Skydale's. It's my third child. It's a swimwear and lingerie line.
Okay.
So when you met me, I was branching away from the modeling and the runways and stuff like that, because I wanted to do my own.
Right.
I wanted the darkest girl on my website. I wanted the fattest chick
right.
on my website.
All underdogs.
So for me, Skydale's Corner is it's a brand. I mean, it's still branding. It's still a baby, an infant at this point.
Right.
But it's just something. It's a brand that make all women of color, no matter race, size, or whatever the case may be,
right,
feel beautiful. Wear your lingerie.
Right.
Like the girls say, put it on.
Put it on.
Put it on.
Yeah,
feel comfortable.
Ain't the homegirl from Houston, Lizzo? Ain't she don't she do that type shit like the bitch for the big girls? Like
exactly.
Yeah, like that type shit.
Exactly.
Okay. Now to go back to what I just said about how I met you, people don't know that I first met you through the movie Trial and Error.
The first episode.
You did. And for people that don't know, I didn't know Miss Jhay at all when we first did Trial and Error.
Nope.
And shout out to the Kinfolk Biz, man. He the one that hooked us. You know what I'm saying? He definitely hooked us up, and it's been history ever since. So, that being said, is Trial and Error the first movie you ever played in?
Yes.
Okay.
It's my first movie. Right. I mean, of course, you know, when you was little, you did like little
shit,
little crazy stuff. But it's like my first. I've been in music videos,
right,
and stuff like that. But like actually acting, it was my first. When y'all came to my house, that was my first time. Just
right, and that's the backstory. So like I say, for the people that don't know, I always bring it up. But Trial and Error was actually a show that we turned to a movie because I decided I like to do movies and. Miss Jhay was actually we just talked about this with Kiki. You was the main character, but you was the side chick because we didn't have a wife at the time.
Right.
So we came in this with you being the star as a side chick, and it was crazy. And I definitely wanted to ask you this. First of all, I like to always give my flowers to everybody that I love and appreciate, and I want to give you your flowers for even being understandable and actually seeing the vision of this, because like you said, the first thing we ever shot with you was at your house, and it was a sexual scene.
Yeah.
And that was the craziest thing, because I know that's always awkward. But let me ask you that, when we did that, how did you feel? Like, what did you feel about working with somebody on like a sexual note, like for meeting the first time?
It did not bother me at all.
At all?
I knew it was acting. I know that's not who I am as a person,
right?
You know, but it's acting, and when it comes to acting, you gotta. But see, acting is something that I've always wanted to do. So,
right.
For me, when I do something, I put my all in it. Like how we think this shit is finna go. It's finna go all the way to the roof. Yeah. So therefore, I'm not gonna half-ass it. I'm gonna give it 100% of Jaleesa.
Right.
With any and everything I do. So. I mean, it just comes natural for me. Okay,
and I respect that. But see, this is what we gotta say. Like, what was the people's feedback? Because, like I said, I don't know. Like you said, that's the first thing you acted in, and I like to say, I don't know if people just really knew you had it in you. But like I say, the first thing, like I remember, I never forget when I was making the screenshot and I put it together. Man, I was like, it was a counter scene. It was the room scene. So, what was the people? Or should I say, well, when I say the people, it could be your people or just fans. Like, what was everybody's reaction?
Everybody was pretty much shocked.
Shocked?
Especially my family. I mean, like, I guess, like, not necessarily the entertainment, but they knew I've done videos, modeling and stuff like that. So, it came to a shock to some, but people was just like, whoa, like, what the fuck? Like, I wasn't expecting you to do that. I wasn't expecting you to do that. And I'm just like... You know, but that drug more people into it, because it was just like, who was this other side of my little cousin out here doing this? Like, I ain't never seen you do this before, so that actually drew more people in. Right, so, in a sense. Yeah. And then of course you're gonna tell everybody to check it out. So of course. I mean, I think it's a win-win for everybody, man. Because like I said, I think at that time that was my first, outside the hood shit. That was the first time I ever did something. You know what I'm saying? Like romantic. To that nature, and man, let me tell you, man, Trial and Error is really one of I enjoy filming Trial and Error because it's peace. Yes. You know what I mean? It's like a love story within our own world, and people don't be understanding that. And to be honest though, that I don't want to say I can relate, but that shit is it's based off some true shit. And that's what and that was also another question I had. Now
The character you're playing is LaRonda. LaRonda is a single, actually like yourself, like a young model that's coming up. But she gets tangled in a web with a guy that she doesn't know that's married.
I just find it funny how this is the place you bring me to have this conversation. And it's also funny how all of a sudden you care about your wife and her feelings. When just a couple of months ago, you didn't even care. I didn't even know that you was married. Mm-hmm.
So, as Miss Jhay, have you ever been in a situation like that?
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Too many times.
No shit.
Too many times.
So basically, it damn near what came natural. You think because we didn't have no script now.
No, I think that's why I kind of understood it more because I've been in that situation. Right. Like literally, I've been in that situation.
Damn. See,
but I say that all the time. Like I've been single for almost 5 years. Right. So I tend to attract married men or men that's in a relationship, and I don't know why.
You don't even be trying.
I don't even be attempting to.
Okay,
and the guy that I want to talk to single as fuck, but he ain't even worried about me. But the guy in a relationship or the guy that's married, whole life married. Prime example, my aunt's funeral was this past weekend. Okay. Not the pastor, the guy over the funeral home. Right. I'll give you an obituary if you give me your number.
Wow.
You got that's how he came at you? Your finger.
That's how he came.
What love got to do with it? I'm like, do I have home record written across my forehead? Like
you said that shit?
I don't know why I tend to attract people like that.
And that leads me to the next question. What's the wildest shit that didn't happen to you since this shit done started with the filming? Ooh. Like any dick pics, any you know what I'm saying? Any like what's the wildest shit? What's the craziest thing that happened? Like shocker.
I definitely be getting crazy DMs. I didn't realize how much I had people that actually hate me.
Hate you?
But I've been getting a lot of hate in my. I mean, of course, I already know it's just it ain't nothing serious. It's just haters. But I didn't really. Oh, let me say this. Okay. I didn't know so many people look up to me like that.
Oh, yeah, free phrase it.
I didn't know that I was really that bitch. Like I didn't know that.
Right, because you see, and you know what? I can relate to. I'm gonna say this too, because by me just filming, I'm just a chubby nigga with the dream that got the vision that I had, and all I did was pick up a camera like any motherfucking body else could have. And I be getting some hate too, like niggas just be dry ass hating, and it's like, wow, like if anything, I'm not even a nigga that's in the front of the camera. I ain't the latest man or nothing. It's like what the fuck. So I understand how that shit go, but the number one thing is you didn't give up, you didn't get discouraged, and that's the most important thing.
Most definitely not at all.
Because that round 2 is coming. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and they need to check that out. So with that being said. Let's get back to trial and error. So let's backtrack. We was talking about light skins and dark skins, and of course, how it is in real life, the wife of Jay that's in the movie is actually light skinned, which is Miss Kiki. Now, let me ask you personally, because I didn't get a chance to ask her. Now, by the people that's watching, do you feel like people make it out to y'all in competition? Because she came after you. And she actually did some sexual scenes too, so it's like now it's like y'all neck to neck. So when you on camera, do you feel like it's a competitive thing when y'all do y'all's thing?
No, not at all.
Right, because
I mean, people of course will automatically think that because what you said, she came in after me, then she's light skinned, then she was actually the wife and I was the side bitch. Right. But definitely no, not at all. Right. At all.
Yeah, because see, it's just that. Everybody have privilege. Like, let's be real. Like, I from a man's standpoint, from what we've seen in the movie, it's like, okay, Jay, the chocolate one with the skin, you know what I'm saying, with the titties, and she doing her thing. And then you got Kiki that's light skinned and she's petite and she has the accent. So everybody choosing they choose. So I didn't know if you actually got that from other people. Like
I did.
You know,
I did.
No shit.
I definitely did. Of course.
But I think that's what make the magic.
Exactly.
Because it's like some, you know.
Because it's just like, I don't want to compare it to a Brandy and a Monica situation. Yeah. Like, in the industry, they're beefing, but in reality, we're friends. Right. But I want you to see us beefing because it makes it all great.
Right.
But in reality, there's really no beef at all.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why, and I know, like I say, I know it's like, it be like that sometimes. As a matter of fact, Spike Lee had I don't know if anybody's seen it, in School Days, they had like a little musical part, and it was like the light skins versus the dark skins, and they say when they was making the movie, he purposely put the dark skins in the bullshit hotel and then put the light skins in the better, so when they did the scene, it would build it.
We used to do Mexicans versus black in middle school.
No shit. Yeah, we
with
pretty
powder
much
and shit. Run around and hell, we used to have fun doing that shit though.
I know it was, man. This shit is crazy, man. And you had actually brought it up, so I want to actually clarify it again on this some more. Being in this entertainment thing, do you actually feel like you can be in a relationship with this entertainment?
With an entertainer?
With like just so far as being, like I say, between you being, okay, let me rephrase it. Okay. By you being a model and a actor, do you feel like it's possible for you to be in a relationship at this point?
That's a hard question.
Yeah, see,
because I feel as though, I honestly don't know, but I feel as though when, yeah, that's kind of hard. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to answer
just break it down like.
Answer it without something.
Okay, let me ask you this. So, do you have kids?
I have 2.
Okay, so you got 2 kids, single mom, and you're entertainer. So you already you're already in a situation, I guess you could say, where you already got your stuff started, like, because your kids they're not infants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They of age,
8 or 9,
and then you have your acting thing going, your modeling thing going. So if a man was to step in the picture, he would have to understand what's going on already. So most that narrows a lot of shit down. So that's why I'm asking you. By that narrowing a lot of shit down.
Well, and that's why I say it just really depends, because I wouldn't want anyone to, like, prime example, episode 1.
Right.
You come in and be like, well, I don't want you doing that. Well, therefore, we don't need to be communicating, because you can't tell me to stop doing what I love to do and my dream just to satisfy your needs. Get the fuck out of here. Go on.
So that falls on insecurity. Basically.
No, exactly. Right. So it just really just depends. And I also don't want, and I've had this happen to me recently. I mean, we wasn't like in a committed relationship, but I tell you, this is what I do, and you watch it, or if you fuck with me, you can't be doing all that. Then I don't need to be fucking with you.
That's great. We asked Kiki the same thing.
But I also got things that I'm trying to accomplish. Right. And then I'm in these movies where I'm kissing guys and I'm doing love scenes with guys. You have to be strong enough to be with me, because I'm gonna always choose my career before I choose a nigga. Period.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah. And I feel like, so bottom line is like you're not gonna put your career aside for nobody. Well, have you done it? Have you done it in the past?
Yes.
So it becomes a regret.
And it's not even with the acting, it was more so the modeling. I stopped with my last relationship. Wow. I didn't do a lot of stuff because he wasn't comfortable with me going out there half naked. But back then I was more petite. I'm a little thicker now. Right. But but back he didn't at all. So I didn't. Only time he would let me work is with Matthew. Right. With Buck. So and after that, I completely, even after that relationship in general, I completely lost myself as a person. Right. So within these 4.5, 5 years that I've been single, I've been learning who I am, getting to know who I am, and loving myself as a person. So you got me bent. You can't walk into my life and be trying to dictate something.
Right. And no. So with that being said, y'all, trust me, it's not it's choice that she's single, because she can always. So let's get that straight.
Get it clear.
So let me ask you this, man. Speaking to round it up on Trial and Error, what was your favorite scene the whole movie?
All of them.
All of them? Yeah. She's like, all of them.
Because I love doing it. I love portraying to be somebody else. I just like doing it.
Right. Now, on the flip side of that, did your people ever give you any slack about you doing any sexual content with knowing that you have kids? Like, you know, have they watched it?
Yeah, they watched it.
Okay.
I mean, like,
cause we had Kiki the same thing, you know.
The people that matters,
right,
to me, they watched it, and no, because it's really me speaking of my dad.
Right.
That was the one person that I would at least think that would have something to say. Like, hold on, but he was just like, it's acting.
Right.
I know who you are as a person, and I know that's not you as a person. So.
And the crazy part is all the main three, D, Kiki, and Jay, y'all all have kids. Mm-hmm. So it's not like, you know, like I'm putting everything aside. Like, fuck this, why I want. Like, y'all actually have kids, so it's like you still are able to do what you love and maintain being the parent.
They watched it.
Right, so you gotta.
And then sometimes they be telling their friends, I be like, time out.
Right.
Going too far. Like, I don't know how their parents gonna feel about it, so just time out.
Don't even get that involved.
Yeah.
Right. So for the people that don't know or they should know, you have crossed over to Day to Day.
Oh, and I love it.
Oh man, and for y'all don't know what that is, that's my second independent hood film movie. Like I said, Trial and Error and Day to Day was actually filmed at the same time. I started on Day to Day first, then I did Trial and Error, and I was doing back-to-back episodes. But they basically started at the same time, and you have became the crooked cop in Day to Day.
Yes.
So let me ask you, like, what project is more easy for you to do? Do you feel like being a lover girl is easier, or actually being the crooked bad girl? Which one is easier for you to act with?
I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I feel like I can take on any role.
Right.
So, what was the question again? Which one was harder? Which one is easier for me?
Yeah, like, which one did you enjoy more, in other words?
I think definitely the crooked cop.
No shit.
Definitely.
And I said,
cop.
You know what's crazy? When we was filming, I actually told her that. I said, yo, you are really fitting the shit out this. Like,
definitely the crooked cop, because it's like, that's completely out of my character.
Right, and nobody's going to, and let me tell you.
At
all.
I
salute you. I cannot wait for everybody to see it, man. Day to Day's coming out November 7th, and then Miss Jhay was being there. So, like I say, the crooked officer is definitely, I think it was a necessary right. And another thing about that, too, that was another mystery role. Yeah. Like I said, like how Kiki did Trial and Error. We knew we had to do a crooked cop. And it was crazy because I was looking, asking people, and it was right in front of me the whole time. You know what I mean? But that just go with the ability. If you got the ability to do it, then you should do it 100%.
Yes, it's fun doing it. That's why why you think every time we film it, I have so much to say. I'm like, wait, let me hit her with this, like, because it's completely out of my character. So it's just the acting thing in general.
And then you did some skits like in between the movies. So you very active, and I love to see that. But let me ask you this: what is a dream role that you want to do? Like, what's a dream movie? Would you in your lifetime wishing? Because I know we all grew up having our movies, action. We got the hero movies. What is your dream role? If you can answer that.
It's gonna sound crazy, but the Aaliyah part of Romeo Must Die.
Why? Oh, so you want to do like some vampire horror type shit?
No, Romeo Must Die.
Oh, I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Queen of.
The New York
I'm tripping.
movie.
My bad,
not that one.
Oh, so more like an action.
Yeah, I think I would like the cute girl. Don't fuck with me, but I'm still cute at the same time.
Type thing.
Yeah.
So listen, who did, when you was coming up, due to the modeling, you said you used to sing, the acting. What was one of the main people you looked up to?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah? Hey, you know what's crazy?
And when she passed away, my world was over.
It was over, and that was 01.
I remember I had a poster on my board, and I came home one day, and I guess my sister was mad at me or whatever, and she colored her teeth.
Ooh!
My mama had to hold me back. I was trying to kill her.
Oh, over Aaliyah.
Over Aaliyah, she colored her tooth in on the poster.
I'll stop playing with Aaliyah, man.
Don't play with her.
And you know,
and she died a couple of days before my birthday, so my world was over.
Right, so that was everything.
That's everything.
Man, you know what's funny? Aaliyah, I think I plugged in some Aaliyah instrumentals in Trial and Error.
I was getting dressed to go out.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think we had it then. And another, like I say, I also added an Erykah Badu instrumental, and I think that's what go back to Trial and Error. I think Trial and Error, it means a lot to me in a sense because it's like black love, I guess you could say. It's a love story, and it's a love story that wasn't put together like from the beginning. Because like I said, originally I gave a female opportunity to write it, so the core of Trial and Error wasn't 100% mine until I really took over and started making it, but it turned out to be lovely. Man.
I mean, it was practically yours because after episode 2,
right? It was, and
it was just us going.
And that's why. And speaking of that, y'all, they took the fucking Trial and Error off YouTube, and that's due to sexual content. But I feel like we was making it believable because we was going hard. So,
but the crazy thing to me is, you take off the movie, but you leave the episodes.
Exactly. So what's the whole point?
Episode 1 through 5 is still on there, and that's where the most action was happening.
Right. Exactly. Because all we did, the movie was add an ending and then put them all together.
Exactly.
So that was crazy. So people, it would just best believe we're gonna put it back up, but not on YouTube.
Because people been asking.
Yeah,
and then I'm just like, well,
yeah,
I can't because everything I have on my phone is the link to YouTube. So I'm just like, well, look, you can watch from episode 1 through 5.
Right, and but I feel like the round 2 is we gonna definitely bounce back from that. We gonna actually, like I say, put up Trial and Error, and we're gonna go for the round 2. So they need to check out that, get in tune.
It's about to get juicy.
Ooh-wee. And let me.
It gives me in my life. I'm an introvert, as they whatever you want to call it. I don't do nothing but go to work and go home.
Right.
Take care of my kids, and that's it.
Right.
So this is the entertainment in my life. So
right.
I get so excited.
No, it'd be because
when it's time to film, I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. Give me some entertainment.
Right, and that's why they have seen you in between the skits with the movies, because at the end of the day, I still be trying to figure it all out, and that's what came to me. That'll be the Cricket Cop. That day's next thing coming out, and boom.
Yes.
I believe it's right to the T.
And it's fun doing it. So.
I know it, and I love doing this, man, and I feel like we got a long way to go. Anything you got coming up? I know you spoke on Skydale's, but anything else you got going on?
I'm just rebranding Skydale's at the moment. I was planning a fashion show, but it's not working out. Well, it didn't work out as planned, but
right.
Everything is in God's timing.
Right.
So right now, no, just day to day, trial and error. I'm just on my acting shit at the moment.
Man, I love it. And with that being said, the last thing I always love to ask everybody, after living all these years at this point in your life, what is the biggest thing you learned or the biggest lesson that was taught to you? Like, what's the biggest thing out of what you didn't gather out of life after all these years?
You only have one life to live.
One. And you better have
go
fun.
hard or go home.
Just like that, right?
Period.
And I feel like...
And I didn't realize that till maybe 2 years ago.
2 years ago. And I feel like... And that's when like I say, and that's been by the year since I met you, so... Or a year and a half, so... It's, that's definitely what you've been doing. Like, because you've been all over, and you got a long way to go. You know what I mean? So... With that being said, if you know, then you know.
You think you know, but you have no idea.
I told
y'all been wanting to say that.